Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to do an overall market video, get some key areas to watch, things like that. But first, if you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that like and subscribe button and go over to Twitter's @WTrades. Follow me over there. I put watch list, earnings calendars, and just a lot of great information. Again, it's @WTrades on Twitter. Now, let's jump into it. So again, what I want to do is an overall market video. Just get some key areas, sectors, things like that to watch, and just to be a little bit more prepared for the week coming. So we can see here that the VIX is above 20. Anytime the VIX is above 20, that's where you want to do more day trading, shorter swing trading, things like that. You don't want to be trying to go long or even longer swing trades because the market is just really too volatile to try to do that type of trading. If you do want to do any type of swing trading, make sure you set your stops tight and be in and out. Take your profit when you get it. So since we're in a trader's market, let's go to the SPY. The SPY is a really good indicator when the VIX is high. So we can see here we got this double top with these two abandoned babies here. What we've had is it's went up, down like an M, double topped right along this key area. Now this blue dotted line here, this is a key area I've been watching. It's acted as good support and resistance before in the past, so we can see that we popped over it but never did confirm over it. So now we've got our double top, as you can see here. If this, get my drawing tool out here, how it's come up, down, up, down. Now we didn't get our close below the 200, but it did close below this right here, which is usually a confirmation of a double top. Now, one thing that you can do is kind of indicate how far this might go in these situations. You can take a trend line, measure this leg, bring it over to here, and pretty much it's going to be the same key areas that we're looking at. So, it not confirming under the 200, my guess is what it's going to try to do is I do believe we are going to see a retest of this 431 to 426 area. But I'm looking, or going to pretty much bet that it's going to do kind of a bull trap type of thing. And what I would expect the market to do is to shoot up just a little bit. Maybe this area might even come up to this main blue key area here that we've been talking about. And then pull back down before testing off of this trend line or support. Now, some of the reasons, some of the reasons besides the chart that I think that it's going to pull on back, if we come to our browser, here we go. We're starting to get a lot more puts into the market, and while it's true that the market doesn't like to close with this many puts, usually we start seeing, when you see these big put walls being put in place close to the price right now, then you usually see them being tested in that area. They don't expire usually in that area, but you usually see them test that area. So we can see that we have a really big put wall here around 435. I've also seen it around 418 on some expiries. If we come down here, now this is the Monday expiration date on the spot. But if we come down here, we can see 435, 32,000, and then or even like 440 right there. We have 28,000. I thought there was another 20,000, but we have another 10,000 right here at 430, and then another 20,000 at 420. So I am looking for the SPY to pull back and probably bounce off, like I was saying. Pull this back up. There we go. That trend line or support where it's at now. So be careful if you see the market starting to bounce in the morning, Monday, Tuesday. Be careful you don't get caught in a bull trap and it sell right off. Give the morning a little bit of time to play. Let retail make their bids and see what's going to happen. That extra 15 minutes to 30 minutes of the morning really pays off to watch the market. Now, due to U.S. oil was up, a lot of people thought $92 a barrel was the top. That's where it was going to hold at. It was done. It was going to pull on back, and that was probably right until we seen the CPI report that had inflation really affecting the price of oil and pulled up. We also have some earnings I'll show you in Marathon coming up that can also affect what we could look at in the stocks. But due to that, oil shot back up. Here's the 4 hour. So we can see it started to pull back from the 92 area. And then once we got that CPI report, it shot back up. So due to earnings, and like I said, I'll go over that right here in a second, the earnings calendar, and show you some things. Watch oil. I expect a little bit more play out of it, but this play is about done in my opinion. I don't look for it to go on another bull run and last for a really long amount of time. So, this would be a good one to watch your MA lines as an out, on your 1 hour, things like that. If you decide to play it, especially something like MRO Marathon that has earnings coming up. Also, due with inflation, we have gold. Now, Friday we played gold. We seen it running. We was actually playing the ticker gold, Barrick Gold. They also have an earnings coming up, so this would be another key one to watch. We caught it bouncing in the pre-market and jumped on it pretty early on and played it until the afternoon. Gold's always a good bet. Silver's also doing good. We can see that the dollar is going up, so if you're into Forex, things like that, those are things to watch and be aware of. So oil, gold, pretty good stuff. AMD is probably going to pull on back. It probably will do the same as I was talking about the SPY, pull up a little bit and then pull on back to these key areas around 99. So that would be a good one to watch. That play, give a few dollar runs for some puts, things like that to watch out for. Apple is another one that's probably going to pull on back a little bit. So these are some key areas to watch. If we come back over to the browser, let me find it here. Sector. So this is a 5-day run. We can see that energy's been doing good. Financial's starting to maybe turn a little bit, and that might be due to some bonds and stuff like that, the dollar being up, stuff like that. But be careful with financial. Right now in this market, it's a trader's market. Volatility's high. Just anything that you play it tight. Materials has been another good one to look at, energy materials. But I believe these plays are starting to get played out a little bit. With the CPI report that came out, it's showing that consumer staples and also some discretionary are probably going to be doing good because people are going to have to buy these things like food, stuff like that, but they're going to have to be paying a lot more for it. So, it kind of sucks that we got to pay that for food, but we can we can at least play it, and make a little bit of money on the stock market on it. If we look at the heat map, how it ended Friday, we can start to see it with some of these consumer defensive and Kroger, um, packaged foods. Let's see, Philip Morris and tobacco. So we can start to see it turn green. It's the only other sector besides aerospace and energy that seemed to do pretty decent on Friday, while everything else was selling off. So, in my opinion, that's another one I'd watch. You can watch Walmart, CVS, Kroger, things like that. It's probably a good one to watch this week coming. Bitcoin, if we go and we look at it, get it pulled up here. I thought I had it pulled up. My bad. You know what, I'm pulled up here. We can see that we are above the point of control on the 4 hour. We got good volume. If it does drop below this, it'll probably catch around 38-ish. I would expect a little bit of selling off. Usually right now this has been falling to spy a little bit. But overall, I look for Bitcoin to stay pretty good, but we're not going to see a big change in Bitcoin until it gets above, the 36 and confirms over it. If we can get above that area, you can see right in here. Let's see, what is that? Yeah, pretty much 36 on the dot is where it's acted as support before, and it acted as resistance here. So if we can get above that, we can start to see Bitcoin doing good, which that means we can play Mara, things like that. So these overall, I'm just trying to give you some key areas to watch. We've got gold, mats, steel, stuff like that. Consumer staples, defensive areas like that, like Walmart, Kroger. These are the type of things you want to watch coming up, along with playing SPY and the Q are really good to play during these times. Anytime the VIX is above 20s, it's a trader's market. So this is a compare. I put up a couple of the ETFs like technology, financial. I put gold on here, things like that. Those, as you can see, energy. Come out to the 1 hour. Here we go. So Bitcoin, we can see out of all these, Bitcoin is doing really good. Energy doing really good. What is yellow? Financials is kind of holding steady, but I would watch financials. Be careful if you decide to play it, but watch it. I think it's going to be one to keep an eye on. And when it does turn, whether it goes up or down, I think it's going to move pretty quickly. The other things, we can see here. Trying to see what everything is. XLY, I think is that technology or is that consumer? Let me see. Consumer discretionary, yeah. So XLY, we can see it's kind of beat down. Gold, we can see it starting to turn up. XLB, materials, things like that. So these are kind of a little bit beat down right now. These are ones that you can watch, but in my opinion, you're better off watching oil, gold, consumer discretionary. those right there, I think with the inflation and CPI report coming out, those are going to be the main ones to watch. Also, I'll be putting out a watch list on anything popping and running in the pre-market, so you can also watch out on those. Trying to see if I'm missing anything. Yes, the earnings. So the earnings beat data, we're at 73 right now. Anything above 71, 73 is good. So if we come over here, let me pull this up. Bring you here with me on the browser. Sorry, I got a little bit of a head cold right now. So here we go. Most anticipated earnings. Some of them I'll be watching out for is Avis. What do we got here? Avis. Roblox. Airbnb. Upstart. Viacom. Wynn. Barrick Gold. We're talking about gold. It has earnings Wednesday. Expect this, to run up to this as long as, we don't get any other reports that that would, have a big switch in the stock market to where people would take their money out of gold and put it back in the market more. Trade Desk, Shopify, AMC Networks is another one I like to play. Fastly, QuantumScape, Matterport, Marathon Oil, that's another one I was talking about, that's a good one, NVIDIA. Palantir, Walmart, that's one I was talking about, Fiverr, Roku, DraftKings. So, this is on Twitter if you want to go back and look at it, but we have some big earnings coming up, so you want to watch it, watch the earnings beat data, see how this all plays out. And guys, we're just, it's a trader's market in February. We're really looking for that first drop, that first rate hike. Some are saying that it's going to be about 25. Others are saying that it's going to be 0.5. So, what I've been reading is there's kind of like two mindsets at the Fed. One is want to go ahead and put it in at 0.5, get it over with, and just start getting those rate hikes out of the way. I think his quote was something like, we can take these things back and do the rate hikes just as quickly as we put them into place. The other one, a female at the Fed was talking about, she would just like to do the rate hike at 25 or 5%, and then just wait and see how the market plays out, And then if it does good, then go ahead and do a rate hike, or they may decide to wait a meeting or two before they do another one, just based on how it does. But from the data that we've been looking at, I've tweeted this and put this up. So far, after the first rate hike, the market drops, and then we usually see a rally right afterwards, especially between 6 months to 12 months. We could see it go as high as, I think in some cases they have 39%. So another thing I seen said 18 days you usually start seeing pretty good percentage points coming out of it. So with all the data that I'm seeing, I look for us to get that rate hike in February. It drop as long as it's not higher than that 0.5%. Be even better if it was 0.25, but as long as it's not higher than that 0.5, I look for a drop within a week or two. It's going to start rallying again until the next rate hike. So, drop in March, by end of March to April, we're going to start seeing a run. And then due to seasonality, April, May, June, July, those are really good months, especially in a midterm election year. So we've got some really good things to look forward to. We just got to get a few of the other things out of the way first. So just, play your plan, play it tight, get in, get out, take your profits. Just watch these key areas on the SPY between 433 and 426. Look for your bounces there. Don't get caught in no bull traps. If we do recover above 451 and we get confirmation of that, you might start seeing the VIX drop a little bit, and then you can start entering your swing trades and stuff like that again. But for the foreseeable future, I look for us to retest some of these lower levels. So guys, I hope this helped out. If you have any questions, you can message me, DM me, whatever. But I hope this helped out. If you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that like and subscribe button. Follow us over at Twitter at WTrades, and guys, I put up a lot of information there. I try to keep it posted every day. If there's anything that you need, that you've seen here, you need any information on, I don't care to post it again or send it out to you. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you. Bye.